Live from our Coronation Park studios in Mbabane, it has just gone 10 o'clock Central Africa time. Good evening and welcome to the news at 10, produced by Swarton Television. I'm Sunny Boy Ngwane, alongside Stella Gnene on sign language. Thank you so much for choosing to stay with us and making us your news channel of choice. We begin here first, the news headlines tonight. The patron of Cheshire Homes of Eswatini, Nkosikazi Magalante Ndesa, has invited companies in the nation to participate in this year's Cheshire Homes of Eswatini annual fundraising walk. In a landmark move to simplify business processes and boost investment, the Prime Minister, His Excellency Russell Dlamini, has officially launched the Business One-Stop Shop BOSS at Sibegelo Building in Mbabane. The Minister of Information, Communication and Technology, Senator Savannah Maziya, says the ICT lab that has been set up in Ezulwini Chiefdom will be a game changer, empowering both the youth and the old to become digitally literate. We begin here, our first story, the news in details. We begin here. Here's our first story. Patron of Cheshire Homes of Eswatini, Nkosikazi Magalante Ndesa, has invited companies and the nation to participate in this year's Cheshire Homes of Eswatini annual fundraising walk. Nkosikazi extended the invitation at Lozita Palace, where she officially launched the walk, which will be held at Malolocha Nature Reserve next month.
It is estimated that there are 146,554 people living with disabilities in the country. The figure continues to increase due to chronic diseases, injuries, road accidents, and acts of violence. For over 25 years, Cheshire Homes Eswatini has steadfastly rolled out physiotherapy, occupational therapy, health education, and psychological counseling services to disabled people who represent 13% of the total population of the country. This year's fundraising walk will be held on Sunday, June 8 at Malolocha Nature Reserve. Nkosikazi Magalante Ndesa invited the nation to show solidarity towards the disabled by participating in the walk.
Today, as we launch the 2025 Cheshire Homes Challenge Walk, we present an event that is much more than just a walk. It is a powerful symbol of unity, compassion, and hope for people with disability in Eswatini. By choosing the walk, we are showing our solidarity with those who face daily challenges. Every step we take together is a step forward, breaking down barriers, raising awareness, and generating the vital support needed to provide rehabilitation and care for those who need it most. This walk is significant because it reminds us that inclusion is a journey we must all make, or we must all take together. Our participation helps ensure that no one is left behind and that everyone, regardless of ability, has the opportunity to live a full and dignified life.
The Nkosikazi expressed gratitude to His Majesty's government for extending financial support to Cheshire Homes Eswatini.
This vital assistance enables us to continue our mission and core mandate of delivering equality, accessible, and affordable rehabilitation services for the people in need through the kingdom. Sithi bayethe wena waphakathi. As a nation, we share the important responsibility of reaching out and uplifting those who are often overlooked in development, particularly those people with disabilities.
The Deputy Prime Minister, who was represented by the Minister of Tourism, Jane Mkhonta, unpacked government interventions for people with disabilities.
The country is state party to a number of international conventions that talks to issues of disability, that talks to the rights of people with disabilities. We further on enshrined these rights in our constitution, the 2005 constitution, further legislated, as Mr. Mnisi alluded to before me. We instituted, government had some institutions that looks after people with disabilities.
The chairman of the Cheshire Homes Eswatini Board of Directors, Themba Dlamini, urged parents not to hide children with disabilities.
Ngicela ukuthi sigcugcutele ukuthi sesengcile lesikhathi sokufihla abantu babethu labakhubatekile sithi angathi leli gama leSwati ukuthi ngathi yini, but siyabafihla. Ukhanza ukuthi lo mfana nongamcala ekseni asesemncane lokummixa kubo Cheshire kuningi la ngaku-benefita lo mfana.
The new director of Cheshire Homes, Eswatini Dumsani Mnisi, pledged his commitment towards the organization's long-term goals and aspirations.
Sinemaphupho make la kutheneni le msebenzi wethu sesawenda. Sibuke netindlela ukuthi singabambisana njani nemimbango, sibuke netindlela ukuthi leti inkampani nala ikakhulu balimala khona labantu singalethwa lati, but sibuke nokuthi engcenye kufika isikhathi la khona ethe fee inkosi user fee kuthi singabasida labantu as part of their wellness.
Inkosikazi Magelani Ntenteza invited the nation to pull its strength and stand with the organization in this year's fundraising walk. Inkosikazi hopes to make the annual walk bigger and better, both in the number of participants and funds raised. This is a report by Sandila Makanya and Tabiso Dlamini at Lozita Royal Palace.
Now, in a landmark move to simplify business processes and boost investment, the Prime Minister, His Excellency Russell Miso Dlamini, has officially launched the Business One-Stop Shop, BOSS, at Sibegelo Building in Mbabane. Now, during the launch, His Excellency announced that the Business One-Stop Shop, BOSS, has been made in an integral part of the World Trade Organization Investment Facilitation for Development Agreement, which is an agreement under the World Trade Organization. Now, the Business One-Stop Shop will offer visa and work permit applications, trading license applications, TIN and VAT application, amongst other services for businesses and investors.
His Excellency the Prime Minister Russell Dlamini highlights how the Business One-Stop Shop will be implemented.
We are starting with a hybrid model, encompassing a physical and online interface model. As we roll out the country's e-government strategy, we plan to go fully online in the future. We will also be incrementally adding other agencies and departments as time goes on to ensure that all approving institutions are under one roof. I've been informed that the one-stop shop has been made an integral part of the World Trade Organization Investment Facilitation for Development Agreement, which is a new chapter in the WTO agreement.
The European Union, which has supported the establishment of the Business One-Stop Shop, pledges its continued support for Eswatini.
The European Union is proud to support this initiative in partnership with the government and via the International Trade Center as implementing partner. Our partnership reflects the EU's broader commitment to sustainable development, a development that empowers entrepreneurs, including women and youth, strengthens local value chains, and enables job creation.
Rosalind from the African Continental Free Trade Area says establishing the Business One-Stop Shop gives Eswatini the competitive edge in investment attraction.
An effective one-stop shop sends a powerful signal to the global and continental investment community that the host state is not only open for business, but is also actively committed to facilitating a seamless investment journey.
The International Monetary Fund urges countries to have business one-stop shops. The fund states that one-stop shops reduce steps required to start a business, and in some cases, procedures can be completed online. Reporting, Nelson Dlangamandla, Fuminkosi Nzinisa, Mbabane.
The Minister of Information, Communication and Technology, Savannah Mazia, says the ICT lab that has been set up in the Zulwini Chiefdom will be a game changer, empowering both the young and old to become digitally literate. The Minister says that this facility will help Mswati position themselves for the future and take advantage of opportunities in the digital space. The Minister made these remarks during the official launch of the ICT lab in Zulwini.
In a bid to improve connectivity and digital access, the Eswatini Communications Commission, through the Universal Access Service Fund, has established an ICT lab in Ezulwini Chiefdom. Speaking during the launch, the Minister of ICT, Senator Savannah Mazia, urged Emaswati to take full advantage of the state-of-the-art facility to equip themselves with digital skills.
I'd like to encourage the young and the old to really use this facility. This is going to be your future. If you can be able to commit to using this facility, to learning and upgrading yourself in this facility, the world becomes your oyster. You have the world to be able to access from here, not just our own community. I'd like to encourage Wamage, labancane labadzala ukuthi please use the facility. Please ensure ukuthi you get up and you come here and use the facility. God helps those who help themselves. So please get up and help yourselves to this facility.
Umngani wemakhosi Sifiso Khumalo encouraged young people to make use of the lab to gain valuable knowledge and skills.
We are very excited about this opportunity to empower our youth and prepare them for success in the computer-driven society. This initiative will provide the foundation and vital proficiency for future success in this technology-driven environment.
Lobamba, Member of Parliament, Honorable Michael Masilela urged the youth from Ezulwini to make the most of this opportunity to learn and grow.
Let us use this moment not only to celebrate, but to commit to learning, to supporting each other, and to using this space for betterment of our community.
George Fakoma, representing sponsors, reaffirmed their commitment to supporting initiatives that empower youth and help them off the streets. The Ezulwini Chiefdom is implementing development programs in the area such as digital literacy, climate change awareness, and crime prevention. This initiative aligned with the Eswatini National Development Plan, as well as the Sustainable Development Goal number 9, which promotes industry, innovation, and infrastructure. Reporting, Sondomlangeni in Ezulwini.
The Minister of Commerce, Industry and Trade, the Honourable Manqoba Khumalo, says government is engaging stakeholders, including regional trade bodies, the private sector and parliamentary representatives to align trade strategies and minimize the impact of the proposed tariff by the United States. The minister made these remarks in the House of Assembly while explaining the steps government is taking to address the issue.
The Minister of Commerce, Industry and Trade, Honourable Manqoba Khumalo, has delivered a ministerial statement addressing the issue of the proposed tariff by the United States of America. The minister says that Eswatini's key exports to the U.S. include agricultural and manufactured goods, while imports are from the U.S. primarily consist of chemicals, pharmaceuticals, and technical equipment. The minister went on to explain the potential economic impact of the proposed tariff.
The U.S. employs economic models to set tariff levels, considering both tariff and non-tariff barriers. Eswatini is studying these methodologies to better understand their implications for bilateral trade. Eswatini advocates for collaborative solutions to address trade barriers and promote sustainable economic cooperation. Eswatini pursues a pragmatic trade policy to deepen economic cooperation with the United States. By fostering partnerships, Eswatini aims to enhance foreign direct investment, secure technical assistance, and expand market opportunities for its exports.
The minister added that government has already begun engaging key stakeholders to align trade strategies and minimize the potential impact of the tariff. Reporting, Sondomlangeni, Parliament.
The Minister of Education, the Honourable Owen Nxumalo, has requested the newly appointed board members of the Eswatini Medical Christian University to work to their full potential in solving currently existing issues. The Honourable Minister said this at the Christian University in Mohalala.
Challenges facing the Christian Medical University include labor issues and shortage of accommodation for students, amongst others. Minister of Education Honorable Owen Nxumalo stressed out that the royal household has a beautiful vision for the university, hence all challenges should be dealt with through collaboration. The Honorable Minister said this during the announcement of the Eswatini Christian Medical University board members.
Forming a council is a serious and painstaking process that takes time to ensure that all the diverse skills required are taken into account. The Christian vision and mission was taken into account when forming this council, and I am proud that with the vigorous vetting and blessings of the African Continent Mission and the government, I can now announce that we have finally formed the council, even though slightly delayed. This council, I believe, has got the necessary expertise.
The minister identified experts from different sectors to form part of this board, including experienced individuals on labor issues, education, and law. The chairman of the board is Dr. Boy Mpongani Dlamini. This comes after the university has been granted permission to enroll medicine in the institution. Reporting is Satable Mamba and Linton Gule in Babane.
The Eswatini National Provident Fund has pumped in 100,000 Malangeni towards the 2025 Entrepreneur Awards. Speaking at the check handover ceremony, the Minister for Commerce, the Honourable Manqoba Khumalo, applauded ENPF for ploughing back and help entrepreneurs to flourish in the Kingdom of Eswatini.
The contribution represents an increase of 50% from last year's sponsorship. Minister of Commerce, Industry and Trade, Honourable Manqoba Khumalo, says, as per the Ngwe mandate by their majesties, collaboration is crucial in the attainment of inclusive economic growth.
You continue to inspire confidence in your stakeholders to the point where they are willing to not only support you, but increase the quantum of support that they give you. For that, we're extremely grateful. I'm a very hands-on person, so Glama competition, Glama regional, I'm there. Because I want to see that we're putting these precious resources to good use.
Small Enterprises Development Company CEO Kethu Mhlanga says the sponsorship will go towards the development of small enterprises who will be participating at regional level.
What we've done in the past year, we have made sure now that our entrepreneurs, they actually get some money even at regional level, so that not only the ones who are benefiting are the ones that win at national level. This way it encourages the small business to maybe improve wherever there are gaps, and it also encourages them to ensure that they expand in their businesses.
Speaking when presenting the sponsorship, General Manager Operations at the Eswatini National Provident Fund, Mika Ngabinde, says empowering small and medium enterprises is a vital investment in the economic future of Eswatini.
These dynamic entrepreneurs or enterprises serve as critical drivers of innovation and resilience and are instrumental in generating employment opportunities that uplift Emaswati in all sectors of our economy.
The 2025 Entrepreneur of the Year Awards were launched in April by the Minister of Commerce, where an initial sponsorship of more than 1.8 million emalangeni by different stakeholders was announced. Reporting, I am Notile Sitole with Bongan Masugu, Babani.
Right, let's segue into the world of business, where we take a look at financial indicators to get a sense of how markets performed today in the Up Next financial report.
Standard Bank.
The world of sports, the Eswatini Sports and Recreational Council has confirmed their commitment to fully support long-distance running to ensure that the country produces athletes like legend Richard Mabuza, who will be able to compete and return home with medals from the Olympic and Commonwealth Games.
As a council on behalf of government, working collaboratively with the Executive Board of Athletics Eswatini, we are putting focus once again, special attention to marathon running in Eswatini. Not that we were not, but now we are giving it special attention because we know where we're coming from. And we want other Mabuzas of Eswatini to come through. And such that even that legacy should shift elsewhere and be taken by others. In athletics, we exchange batons.
Right, that's how we hit the home stretch of the news at 10 at Eswatini Television. Thank you so much for choosing to stay with us. Before we go, here's a quick reminder of news-making headlines tonight. Patron of Cheshire Homes of Eswatini, Nkosikazi Magalandindeza, has invited companies in the nation to participate in this year's Cheshire Homes of Eswatini annual fundraising walk. In a landmark move to simplify business processes and boost investment, the Prime Minister, His Excellency Russell Miso Dlamini, has officially launched the Business One-Stop Shop BOSS at the Sibegelo building in Mbabane. And the Minister of Information, Communication and Technology, Senator Savannah Mazia, says the ICT lab that has been set up in the Zulwini Chiefdom will be a game changer, empowering both the young and old to become digitally literate. That's how we come to the conclusion of the news at 10 at Eswatini TV. It's been a pleasure. Thanks so much for choosing to stay with us. Up next, we cross over to the Weather Center for a detailed weather report from us and the team at Eswatini TV. It's been a pleasure. Thanks so much for choosing to stay with us. Good night and God bless.
Eswatini TV has signed a code of conduct that is